uh, plant mech bird today, just so that um, we can see what that looks like. So this is a team very similar to what most of you guys have. We have reptile mech plant. Okay. So the only thing really different right now that we're seeing is reptile, bird, or aqua. Now I'll show you in here how I'd have your team set up in case you don't have it set that way, but this is primarily the best way to have your team set up for two reasons. One is that you get guaranteed damage on the same target. Because if the opponent's axes are on the same side as you, so if they're on the bottom portion on their side, then you'll know that both of these are going to attack that axis as long as you don't use Little Owl, which will obviously jump at them. But from the uh, damage perspective, I guess you can plan out exactly what you're going to be able to do there. Uh, the most common build you're going to see when you're doing the plant mech and something else is going to have the something else in the back. Especially the bird, there might be a unique chance where you might want to put the bird in the middle, but for the most part, you're not going to want to. For the reptile, you're going to see things like this as well. Like you're going to see some of you have kind of like this like Trump um, Terminator build kind of thing, so you don't have the slow, but you'd want that one in back as well. Um, there may be a reason why you want it in mid, but for the most part, you're going to want it in back. Uh, then for the I don't think I guess I do have a cuckoo in here. The aquas are kind of different, but for the aquas, you probably want them in back as well. Um, Potentially, you'll want it in the middle because what you're going to be able to do here is when it's faster, these are aquas are semi-tanky. Um, Give me one second. Let's mute that person. Um, so aquas are fairly tanky, and so to have them in the middle can be a good strategy with the mech and back because the only thing that's going to be able to reach back is you won't be able to reach uh, um, you won't be able to be reached by birds because birds, Little Owl will always go to the fastest. But you would be able to be reached by like a shrimp or by a um, sneaky raid. So both those would come attack this beast, which is okay because this guy can tank, act as a backliner, so you could mix it up there as well. But for the most part, you're gonna want your reptile in back. You're always gonna want your bird in back. You're gonna most likely want your reptile in back, and your aqua can kind of play either or. I would just try to find what's most comfortable for you. Um, that helps. By ID. Hey guys, if you can, please make sure that you mute your microphones. That'd be great. Um, hey Babsky, can you mute your microphone? I can mute you for me, but I won't be able to mute you for everybody else. Thanks. All right, so we're gonna play with this team. I guess the other thing I'll mention here too. On this team, what you have to be most important about when you're gonna go play it. I don't want to dumb this down too much because I think you guys are pretty good. A lot of you guys are getting pretty good at the game, and you can see that here. Um, so we can see like some of our arena players, we're getting up in the 1300, a couple still stuck in the 12s. Well, we got 14, 13, 12. We have 1751, 1270. So we're all basically above the 1200, which is great. 1567, 1400, 1350. 1600, so 1100 there. And as you go further and further down the list, these are newer players. So obviously, if you're at the top list, you've been with me for about 2 months now. But if you're coming down lower, you're going to be newer to the game, which is fine. Like you're going to have some struggles. So like 31, I don't know if you're here, but I'd like to, we probably need to work with you because you have a pretty good team. Pretty similar to what I'm actually going to play today. That you shouldn't be that low. Um, Otherwise, we're all in pretty good standing. So our newest member is also pretty low at 995. And that would actually be an example where this aqua probably should be in the middle, not in the back line, because it doesn't have a speed up, and so it's a better tank than it is a backliner. Then we'll have this guy to do a bunch of the damage there as well. Um, so anyway, so that's just kind of something to look at. So I don't want to dumb it down too much, but what I will say here is that you really want to check a couple things. You need to know everyone else's speed, and you need to know everyone else's kind of damage output on that axis. So like if I'm facing a plant double aqua team, I need to do as much damage with my mech as soon as possible on that plant. Because once my plant is dead, I'm dead from an aqua attack. Probably it takes 3 aqua attacks to kill this guy. almost guaranteed no matter how much shield you put up. If they only do 3 and you put full shield, you can probably survive as long as they have no power-ups, like they don't have any, they don't have clamshell or they don't have anything from like risky fish that boosts up their attack, then you can probably survive 3. Can I record our training today? I'll share this with my co-scholars. I'm recording it right now, so I can try to post it in. But yeah, if you need to record it, that's fine too. If you want to rewatch it, but I'll try to post it up for you guys so you don't have to worry about recording it now. So we'll just jump in. Aqua Beast plant, okay. And for you also is knowing, and another good thing I've been doing a lot lately. Well, obviously we need to make sure you know your opponent's. We need to make sure you know like how much damage you need to output and kill the opponent. You need to make sure you're keeping track of your opponent's energies. So right now I'll show you where I am. I'm about 1860. And again, I've been playing with that Aqua team, so we'll see how I can do with this team in Arena. Okay, this is going to be a tougher build to beat, but we do have some good potential here. The nice thing, he has a double Nemo, but we know here with 420, I can kill him with 4 bird attacks. Even if one of them's Little Owl, as long as he doesn't have too much shield, he has I think less than 30 shield, and we can kill him with those 4 cards. I can also probably kill him with 3 cards depending on how much damage he's taken. So for what I'm going to do right here, I'm just going to try to steal some energy and wall up a little bit, because the most common play for Aquas, especially this kind of build, is just going to be to attack into you. And so we know at the beginning we both have 3 energy. So he's not going to build up more energy. That's fine. We did wall up a little bit. And so we're not going to take anything from him because he doesn't have energy to be taken. But we are going to be at 3 energy. He'll be at 2 energy. And so we'll do that again. Since he only has 2 energy too, I know he can't kill me. So that's something else important to note. Like, I know he can't kill me, but as long as he attacks into me once, I'll get that energy from the carrot, and I'll get 1 energy for the leaf bug. And then he will probably Nemo this turn too, but even if he, triple Nemos and double attacks me, unless he crits, I'm going to be fine. And so, since I know I'm going to survive, I might still play my nut cards here just to get a little bit of damage on him, but I don't necessarily have to do that. But I probably, I won't just in case, because if he doesn't attack, then we'll still be fine. So he didn't attack, so we're back to, we're going to be at 5, he'll be at 4. So now again, he has to try to kill my plant. He's probably going to be able to do it. But what I can do here, this should kill him, because this is going to do, again, knowing your calculations and your numbers there as well is going to be very important. So this is going to do 124 each, so that's 360. So that could kill him, but this will guarantee it. So actually, I might just do 2. So that'll do 240, and that'll do about 140. That'd be 360. So unless if he puts up a bigger wall, we're good. So actually, I'll probably just even, yeah, I'll just do that. That should be fine. And that'll leave us some extra energy. Okay, so the front guy is going to die. So we had 4 going into this turn. He just got 1 back. And he only used 3 energy. So he's going to create 2 as well. So he's going to be at 5 next turn, and we'll be at 4. The nice thing is this front guy's dead. So now my mech is pretty much dead too, since he has so much energy. So now what I need to do is I need to kind of go through and actually kill this guy. The downside is we didn't get all the right cards that we needed to do that. And this guy potentially is going to be able to speed up. So we might want to try to wall up here, but we probably shouldn't. The only other risk too is if they end up killing him, I might speed him up by attacking him right now. Since they don't have Koi, they can't speed up themselves. I don't want to risk it and speed him up, actually. Actually, I do. Because I might kill him. That might be enough damage to kill him. No. Oh, one damage extra, actually. Nice. So he's dead. That was huge.
Yeah, nice. It's nice.
And so, so we survived those 2 attacks. That's fine. So now I can basically just wait. There's no point in attacking. He cannot speed up here. So that's also an important thing to note. Since he doesn't have Koi, the only way he gets faster than my bird is by attacking him and him playing Goldfish. I know he has enough energy too. So he's going to guarantee the kill by doubling up. And now no matter really what he does, he's dead. So that'll be a win for us.
Nice win.
Thank you.
Nice win, David. Nice win.
And so the important thing to really make sure that you're monitoring is again like what is going to happen. What are they going to try to do? Like how much do we think that they're going to be able to spend? What are they going to go through and how are they going to play? And another thing to don't not get too discouraged about. I lose a lot of games. So everyone does. The best players in the world, so like Elijah, Indez, all those some of the the top players in the world. All of these are probably only winning at most 60% of the time, or they're just playing that much. So if we go to, I believe this now works now. I haven't checked it. It does. Oh, it doesn't have win rate. Okay. So win rate would have been helpful, but I would imagine if we watched their win rate, uh, you would see that um, they're probably only around 53 to 62%. So that means they're only winning six to seven at most out of 10 games, and they're probably only winning 5 to 6 out of 10 games. So that's a really good thing to remember. Like, don't get discouraged. You're gonna lose. Like, I wouldn't have been surprised if I lose half these games on this stream, just because that's just kind of how it works. So we had some reptile mech plants. I can show a reptile as well. Is there anything that you guys definitely want to see other than plant beast bird, or should I just keep doing this? Let me know in chat. I'll do one more of this for now, because this is obviously one of my more common builds I give to scholars. Alright, so this is a Disablosaur. That's this guy in the back. So this guy can disable my horn and disable my mouth. I don't care if he disables my mouth and my plant. He's just very strong against my plant. So what I need to be able to do is go kill this guy as soon as possible. Did he wall it up? He did. Okay, so this is great for us because he's actually faster. So if my bird can go take care of him, my mech can take care of this reptile. I just need this guy to survive for a little bit. And I have a very I have a very favorable first draw because he's either going to attack into me, right? And he'll activate my carrot. I'll get 2 back then, or he's not going to attack. I'm going to take 2, and then the carrot's just going to be extra damage for me. So we'll see what happens here. So this is a very fortunate draw. Unfortunately, it's 4 cards. And that's the other thing to remember too, like how many cards are being used. But it's something still that's nice to see. Okay, so he's going to attack. So we're still going to end up with 2. That's fine. He didn't even use his imp. So now he's going to be stuck with 2 imps with only 1 Ronin. So he's going to have a lesser of a chance to activate that and get those cards. And now that also kind of ruins this front plant's hot butt. The other thing to note too, so like right now I know this combo will kill him, which is great because that's kind of exactly what we wanted to do. And that's almost a guaranteed kill too, unless if he double watering cans, even that he might not survive because it's going to do 170 and 320, so it'll be 490. So that should kill him, pretty much no matter what. Unless he did double watering and hot butt. So he wasted, since he has no 0 energy cards, click him. Since he has no 0 energy cards, we know he used 2 energy there too. So he has no energy left over. And now I know this combo is going to kill him too. I don't necessarily want to use it because I do kind of need some mech cards to kill him. But I do want to make sure that he dies and this guy is forced to attack my plants. This combo is going to do... This is going to do 160, so that's going to do 320 to then guarantee the kill on him. So maybe I have to use a nut card since I already used one of them. Keep the revenge arrow for this guy. But that's 100% going to kill him, which is nice. We'll also lower his morale, which is nice too. So there's less of a chance that he's going to go into... Well, actually, Chill is already going to guarantee he's not going to go into Last Stand. Okay, so he used all his energy again. So now I know he only has 2 energy. Now I do as well, so I can wait, but he can also disable my horn. So my only concern here that I actually don't, well, he can disable my horn and my mouth. So I might want to attack with both of those. He also has Chomp though, so he could get the Chomp off onto my guy, but no matter what, I'm going to be faster than him. But the only challenge is that like he only has 2 energy, so he can only do 2 things at most. Which we know he can't kill me. So I think what I'm going to do here is I'm going to attack with Revenge Arrow and Sinister Strike. So Dual Blade and Revenge Arrow. And then I'm going to wait. Since he's going to take 2 turns to kill me, I'll build up 4 energy with my bird, and I'll kill him from there. Yep, so he's going to go with disabling my horn because he knows my mouth's not that dangerous. So he got the chomp off. So now I can wait for all 4. So there's no real point in me doing anything. You don't want to rush and think you have to get this off this stun. So we're just going to go through and wait for the bird. We're going to have 4. We should guarantee, since we already have 1 Dark Swoop, we guarantee when we have 3 cards drawn that 1 may be a Dark Swoop, but we know 2 others are going to be one of these combos. Since he has 200 here, even if he has 4 energy, the max he can put up is 200 shield. We should be able to kill him then, even with 400, because we're going to do, 400 per attack, or 110 plus per attack. So yeah, we got this. So again, we're gonna survive this and kill this guy too. So again, he put up a pretty good amount of shield, but nonetheless, we're gonna have just too much damage to take him down. And that's a classic example of one of the most common things that people do is they over rush. So they'll just start attacking and they feel like they have to keep attacking. Sometimes passing is a great move, but you can only really pass when you're comfortable at knowing the opponent's damage and what they can and cannot do to you. Obviously, crits throw all of that off, but definitely it's an important thing to remember is like as you're playing it how your damage calc is going. All right, so I got an Aqua Reptile plant. That's a different one for sure because we don't have any mechs in there, which obviously mechs is one of the more common builds that I give out. I can do that next. Is there anyone else that has another opinion? Shine, what team number are you? Because I can try to build to your team. Shine Villa Rosa, if you can put in your team number, I'll pull you up. So as you can see, yeah, there's a lot of mech plant birds in there, and you just saw me play in high 1800 MMR. So your teams are all good enough if you have a plant mech bird to play around that. The only thing that's different is if you happen to have eggshell, which I think I just saw one recently that had it. I mean, this is just by far my most common build. That one's a unique one because this Aqua plays a lot like a beast because it's a little bit slower and it has a lot of beast cards. All right, so the only other one that's awkward is Eggshell. So with Eggshell, you need to really time and plan out when you're going to be using it because it's a little bit of luck, but it's also a little bit of planning because if they only have 2 energy, no matter what, they can't kill your bird. So that's a good time to throw an Eggshell out there because you can keep your especially if your plant's low in health, you can keep your plant alive, take a little bit of damage onto your bird, and then but also do some damage as well to whatever you're attacking. Spam card when I'm facing a comp with energy steals or destroy, like Goda. No, I would not recommend that. That would not be the best move. The other thing I would call out too is that you should have ranged cards on all of your backliners. The only one I see right here that does not, like, whose was this? This was Marie, or Mary. I think it's Marie. This doesn't have any ranged moves, so you're weak to Gravelance, but that's okay. And that's also where maybe you want to put this in the midline, but it should still be fine to be in your back line. I don't have a number in my Discord usernames for my game is 28. Okay, so you kind of have a double aqua build, but with the reptile. Interesting. Okay, so the only call I have here is when you're building this team, this reptile should be in back. Because, well, I guess you're gonna go either way. I think that reptile should probably be mid. But that's a very unique one. It's also something that if you're having a lot of trouble with, I can get rid of this reptile for you because it has 2 0 spends. You might not want that. But you have the power up there as well, and it's a nice wall and shield in mid. So your reptile should be mid, and then your aqua should be in back. But that is a very unique build. So if you're struggling, don't hesitate to let me know, and I can try to help out with that too. Dalvith, yeah, I know. I owe you a new backliner for sure. I kind of gave you him when stuff was a little easier right here. Yeah, he's not bad. He's definitely not bad, but he is weak to Gravelant. Um, so I do probably owe you a different backliner to help out there as well. Um, all right, so is it 28? So I'll do I guess I can just play with a reptile in back. I'll try the little Trump reptile. I actually have never played with it, so I should probably find out how good or bad it is. Obviously, not having a slow is tough. Um, we'll see what we can do. 29 numbers, sir, is me. Cool. Yeah, so you have a really interesting build there too. This is a really good anti-Terminator backliner. So again, that reptile should be in back. What's its speed? Yeah, I think it's like 41. Yeah, so that reptile definitely should be in back. And that's a really good one. And then you're gonna be mech in mid. Um, so yeah, that's a pretty solid build there as well. Um, guys, I'm pretty happy with all the teams I gave you. All these teams are pretty competitive, if not really competitive. Like I wouldn't be afraid to play with any of these teams. All right, so let's test out this, because this is basically a bad Terminator. Um, and so the reason why to me it's a bad Terminator. Actually, did I have put given you with Yam on those guys? No. I probably should have given you Yam guys on the Terminator kind of things. No. Dang. I guess 'cause I stopped building Yam teams or Yam plants. That's why you don't have them. All right, that's fine. Um, so let's try to test this out. It's definitely not the ideal. Okay, so they have a Gravelant. We're gonna lose because this is not a ranged card. This I believe is a melee card. So we're probably gonna lose this, but we're gonna do our best not to. So we definitely need to get some damage off on him as soon as possible. I'm gonna give it one turn. Because I can't really do anything with my plants. I'll give him one turn because we know we can do these four to probably kill him because that's going to do 340. And if that combos out, that'll do another 240. All right, so that's great. That should be 160, 320, 490. That should guarantee that. Ooh, it's going to be dang close. Should still get him, but it's going to be real close. Yeah, he's going to last stand. That's fine. That's unfortunate. So we're not going to get our automatic energy, and I'd imagine they used all of theirs. They maybe only used one less. Yeah, they used all theirs too. Okay, so we both only have 2 energy. So that stinks, but it's not the end of the world. Now the only concern I have here is he might try to steal my energy. Because of 2, he could do that, and he's probably then going to almost kill my plant. So I might attack into it just so I don't lose energy. So I might just do that combo just because I don't want him to take energy from me, then he'll have more than me next turn, or the same. He didn't do it. Okay, so I didn't quite need to attack, but it's fine. We'll still do good damage off on him. And that's also just kind of knowing your opponent's cards. I might just do this just so I know I'm going to get my carrot. He might still rice me, though. Huh. Because if he rices me, that's not good. I shouldn't do that, actually. I should just use these 2. Because again, he might rice. There's the rice. Okay, so he was going to rice me. He would have stolen that energy I would have created by the... Okay, that stinks. Also, how is he fast? Is he 45 too? He is. Okay, so that's something to be cognizant of as well. Um, He's also gonna Jaguar me probably. Oh, he could also Death Mark Jaguar me. That sucks. Um, we're in a little bit of trouble here. I almost need to save one. So I'm just gonna do that. Yep, that's actually gonna kill me. Yep. So that's okay because now I have Revenge Arrow. So I have two options here, right? I can pass, but my Revenge Arrow is gonna do 150% damage in Last Stand. So it's gonna do like 200 plus damage. Um, the only downside is I know he's gonna Gravel Ant me. So I'm not sure what the best play here is to actually do because if he gets that Gravel Ant off, I die. Like automatically I lose. So I don't have I don't have Thorny. Oh god, this is bad. I think that's my play. And then we're gonna try to hopefully it doesn't Gravel at me. That's the only hope. Oh my god! We would have won. Oh, is Trump? It's not. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Damn, that's bad. All right. Well, as I told you, that's why you don't want to have that there. Um, it was the right play because we wouldn't have had enough damage either way to do it. And this guy seems like he knows how to play it too. That I'm just gonna die, but it's fine. Like it's again, it's why you don't want to have a no. This is why Terminators aren't that good in the backline. So, um, yeah. The connection's very loading on the stream, or I can turn off my video too if you want. Um, can everyone see the fight? Okay. Okay, seems good. Okay, so maybe it's just your internet. Okay, cool. Um, so anyways, so we'll run that back one more time. That's actually the first Gravelant I've encountered in a long time. Um, of course, we're gonna play another one. Oh no. All right. So this is gonna be tough. I should have just moved my beast into the back line in this scenario. Like if you're nervous about this reptile in the mid line would be fine. Um, so that's just something to keep track of. The other thing that's nice too is if my beast can take care of the plant, my reptile can take care of this midliner, then my beast should be able to take care of this backliner. So we kind of need to get to that scenario. Um, that's what we're fighting for. We're going to go last. We're going to keep the pressure on so that we stay last. So we'll put some damage down on him. He also doesn't have a ton of damage to come get me. Sandal and Dual Blade are strong, but they're not that strong. And he might even just pass. He does pass. Okay, good. So we're going to have 5, and he'll have 4. All right, so you're going to be dead. And then we're going to wall up again. We're actually just going to carrot just to make sure that we get that damage off. Because he only has 4. Can he kill me? Unless he has 4 on here, I don't think he can kill me. I don't know why he would use all that right now. Yeah. So he's going to probably poison me, probably poison Sirius. Oh, he doesn't have poison. Nice. So it's probably poison leaf bug, or a Sirius leaf bug. So that's great. Now we also get a carrot off too. So he probably only used 1 energy there. He probably used a Sirius and a leaf bug. So that means he has 3. So that means he actually has 5 right now in his inventory. So with him having 5, we could die. We're going to try to wall up a little bit. Maybe we'll do a Trump to get in there to do some damage. Although Sandal is a pretty big wall, we might just wait. Yeah, we might just wait. That's big. Okay, so he had a big shield too, which is smart. We would have just wasted that attack from Trump. We should survive this without a crit. Okay, so he used 4 of his 5. He only has 3 energy next turn now too, which is great. Okay, so we kind of want to save this for the backliner, but we also might not have an option to, because we do need to kill this Aqua this turn. So I think we'll just do that. We'll still have 3 energy, which is great. And that's going to do, well, let's do the math on it. Let's do, uh, that'll do 240. That should be plenty, no matter what he does. That'll kill him. All right, so he doubled Nemo, so we had 3, has 5 now. Best news is that that plant's still going to have to go hit my other plants. All right, that's huge. Oh no, we almost got. We're gonna get some damage off onto the plant, which would have been epic. That would have been a huge help for us for sure. Okay, so he misplayed that bad. Um, because we're faster than him, there's no risk in us attacking. Do not. So if you know that you're like have a 2-on-1 and you're faster than faster than that backline, there's no point in me attacking. Okay, he also had to use a Cerastus. He has all his cards though, because he hasn't played in the all game. So now we should be able to kind of just go to town. I'm going to leave him on Chomp just so he has to waste his Green Thorn first in case he misplays that. I don't think he's going to misplay it. But yeah, that should be pretty good damage. That should almost kill him if it doesn't actually kill him. No, it's going to leave him at like 50. Yeah. So we knew to use a Gravelant first. That's fine. Okay, so dual blade shut off. That's okay. Now again, I can pass here because I'm gonna get a chomp next turn. I only have 2 energy, so I don't have a 0 spend here because I don't have lagging. So I just know as long as I get another one, I can then chomp allergic reaction. He's dead. So I know I won the game if I don't misplay this. All right, now we're gonna go ahead and win the game because we know we're gonna get a chomp back. There's our chomp. So we're gonna go chomp, allergic, and then anything is fine. I'll just throw a stick snail shell just in case. But we're going to guarantee right now that we get the win. So yeah, knowing your opponent's energies, cards, everything is all super important. And knowing when you have to play versus when you don't have to play is all kind of how you want to be playing the game. So as you see in my head, I'm making sure I calculate out how much energy is there, and all that's super important and helpful. Lots of Chris tonight, yeah. So we got about 20 minutes left. Any other team comps you want me to play or try to play? Anything else you guys want to see? I want this to be as helpful as possible, but would love to know like if there's anything else you want me to cover in the game, what you're struggling against. Really about Terminators. We haven't seen a Terminator yet, but Aqua Mech Plant. Can you try ABP Aqua Beast Plant? I'm having a hard time to fight Aqua Plant since I don't have energy gain anymore. You don't have energy gain anymore? Reptile Mech Plant. That's what we just played with, Reptile Mech Plant. Aqua Mech Plant. So Marie, say that again. So you want Aqua Beast Plant? Is that your team? What team number are you again? 18? Okay, yeah, that's fine. You do have, so you don't have the energy gain, but you do have the koi. But I do understand where you're coming from. You're just gonna have to, you're gonna have. So you should I should probably give you a carrot. Let me know if you want to switch to a carrot versus that. Um, but I can try that build real quick. I have a slightly different build. I actually may encourage this. Well, what are you going to run into the back? I guess if you ran into an Aqua, you'd be in trouble. Yeah, I probably should. Because you said you're struggling against Aqua Plant. Yeah. So that would be how you'd want to do it. And 19. All right, yeah, let's try this. Well, you have the nice thing about you, Dalvit, that you have that Marie doesn't is you have Imp, which I don't love Rimp, but you have the energy gain there, and whereas she has no energy gain other than on Sirius. So you really have to play with your energy tight to know how to win. You're doing really well with it though. You're at 1449, so that's good. My Reptile Oxide is kind of hard for me. Like for the last round, I cannot have more attack cards. All I receive is speed plus and tail slap card and 1 attack card. Only the ones I move would go back to 0. So if I took out your 1 plant and gave you a carrot plant, then the carrot plant would be level 0. But your rest will stay at the higher level. Alright, perfect. We're facing a Terminator. Alright, this is a more advanced build I don't think that many of you are going to face. But this is kind of a Shrimpinator build where this guy's going to jump to my backliner, poison him. So I just have to know that. And basically, I'm going to try to use him to kill the frontliner. I'm going to try to use my Aqua to kill the midliner. Then hopefully my rep is still around and hasn't taken a ton of poison to go kill this Termi. That's our goal. That's what we're going to try to do. I'm going to try to attack in. Hopefully, he doesn't have poison. And if we can get away with that, then that'll be a great position for us to start out at. Perfect. And we're going to kill him. Okay. So now, I know I'm going to be poisoned in the back, which is fine. Actually, I should just do that. Because he can't kill my backliner. Can he? No, he can't kill my backliner, no matter what he does. So, unless he crits. So for me, I'm just going to go through, try to steal energy. Hopefully he only uses 4, but we'll see. Okay, there we go. So he's going to the backliner. Kind of knew that was coming. If I had Kaku, I probably would have put it up, but didn't have it. Okay, so he crit. So that's super unfortunate. That's a huge, huge problem for us as we move forward that we're going to have some trouble with. Okay, so he used all his energy, so he didn't want to have anything stolen. So he only has 2 energy. Again, so it's also you have to kind of flush out, like, what can he honestly do to me? I don't think it's going to do much. I think he's just going to save. So I think we're gonna have to pass and hope that he doesn't have shrimp next turn. If he has shrimp next turn, it's over. Which again, you can't beat. Like if a crit happens, a crit happens. Like you just kind of gotta let that go. There's not a whole lot we can do with it. So I know this is gonna do about 240, 360. So it's not gonna be enough damage. So we're gonna go double carrot in front 2 just in case. Yeah. We'll just do that. 'Cause I think he's gonna attack. I don't think he's not gonna attack me. But just in case he chomps me. Wow, he let us have it. All right, we might win this. He must not have had shrimp, thinking he could save another turn. So now we're gonna get an extra card draw. We're not gonna get the 2 energy from it, but we're gonna still kill the Aqua outright. So now we're in a super good spot. Now, unfortunately, my backliner doesn't have what's the right word? A zero cost. So I'm going to need to have a lot of energy, and I'm going to need to have a lot of cards. So right now we're not going to try to steal energy. We could, actually, should we? So we had 2, 4, 6. Actually, we are going to steal energy because I know he's not. He's going to have extra energy. Perfect. So he used only 3. He had 6. So he has 5 next round. So we put the pumpkin first because we knew we were probably going to be stunned. We're going to go gain energy and then steal energy. So we'll be at 4 next turn. He'll be at 5. Again, there's no real point in me attacking. I'm probably just going to put that up in hopes. Well, I don't really need that, I guess, do I? It'd just be a little bit of extra energy to potentially last stand. Yeah, my only hope there is to last stand. So that's what we're going to go for. So he's using 3 again. So he'll have 4 next turn. We're going to survive it, provided no crits. Or we'll probably last stand, I guess. That's fine, because now we're still going to stay last stand because we're going to miss this attack. So now he has to attack me again. This is the perfect situation because now I know I can attack 4 in a row, right? So I know no matter what next turn, right, I'm going to have 4 cards and 4 energy. So this is 100% going to kill him between these 2 turns. And then we just killed him there too. So he's going to Snail Shell. And that's game. So even there, we got lucky with that Shrimpinator because that Shrimpinator killed my Aqua where I told you I was going to use him to kill his shrimp. Which obviously didn't happen because because he crit on my Aqua, which is unfortunate because they have a very low crit chance. Um, but at the end of the day, he didn't get the second shrimp to kill my mech. So that's why sometimes like you have to know too, like if he got the extra shrimp, right, I was dead. But he used both clamshells too, so both clamshells weren't around. So you have to kind of remember what cards were used, how fast can they get back more of those cards and more energy. And so, but I knew at that position if I could kill him there, I won. I had a good chance of winning the game. But if he had it, there was no way I could win the game anyways. So I had to just go for it. There's no other option there. With the help of my Cockatoo and my Aqua, I can. Yes, 100%. Like the Cuckoo on Aqua is the only way you can beat a Terminator. Not easy, but relatively planned. Um, any other questions, guys? We got about 10 minutes left. I can play probably one, maybe two more games, but at least one more game. We've done pretty good today too. We've won a lot of games. 1900. I actually haven't hit 1900 yet this season. So that's good. We're top 2000 now. Problem is my enemy speed. Dalvith. Well, that's fine. So yeah, I guess Dalvith. Your problem is you don't have a speed up. Yeah. So your guy's not great. Like he's okay. He's definitely not that good. The only thing that you have that most don't is the heals, and you have Piranha. So if you can play Piranha right, like that's where it's a well, Piranha's pretty good because you can speed up, but you're still at the full speed of an Aqua. So like you're not gonna be faster than a bird or a anything else, but you are faster than a Terminator. So something else to consider too. But yeah, you do have the heals, which is nice, but I understand where you're coming from there as well. Like it's not ideal. That if you use two of the same cards, you won't get them after round 5. Let me do the math on that. I don't know. It's probably around then. So you have 6 to start. Say everyone stays alive, so +3, +3. It's round 3, 4, 5. Yeah, probably at least round 5, because Lukey, how it works is so that's a good question. So I guess let's just go to the team and look at it. I'll do one more bird one since that's the most popular comp. All right. So crit chance is based on your morale, so you can see your morale here, what they're at. So like the mech has 42, a beast has the highest one at 61. But you can see we're all about in the mid 4s, which is about average. It's about the middle of the road for morale, which impacts the chances of crit. But to answer the cards, so what you're looking at here, so picture this, right? So each axis has 8 cards. So there's 2 of each card in a deck of 24 total cards. To start the round, you have 6 of your cards drawn. So that means 1/4, 25% of all your cards are drawn the very first turn when you start the match. Okay. You don't get any of those. So say I use 3, none of those cards can come back up because there's only 2 versions of each card in the deck until you've gone through the entire deck. So if you have all 3 axes available, right? That's 24 cards. You draw 3 cards a turn. Okay. So that means it won't be until round 7. If all your axes stay alive, it won't be until round 7 until you can get the cards you played the first turn back, and it's going to be random because it's going to come from the entire deck reshuffled. So yeah, so technically it's round 7 with all your axes alive. Now if your front axis dies, it depends on how many cards you've used in your back 2 axes to have the other cards redraw, which you'll see in the bottom right. I'll try to show at this game what that looks like. So I'll try to talk through that too. But yeah, that's what you basically got to know is each axis has 2 versions of each card, and when they go to the discard pile, it depends on how many axes are left and how many cards have been used to then counter and look at. All right, so we have a Goda. So here, am I going to attack in? I might, but it depends on really what's going on because they have Rosebud, so I really can't attack in here to do too much. The other thing too is this one has Aqua parts, so it has a little bit more health to make it a little bit tanky. Oh, and it has Pagona too, so it also has reptile ears. So it's tankier of a beast that I can't just go through and kill it probably with 2 of these. I might be able to. That'll do 150 or 160, 170. So that's 230. I won't be able to kill it. So for me right now, there's no point attacking it because I can't kill the plant. He has a heal. I can't kill him. Actually, he's probably the fastest. So I should think I kill him. So I would need 4 cards anyways. There's no point in attacking. Alright, that sucks. But now I know. So that's a great example. Now I know he's not going to have Sirius the rest of the game on his plant unless he makes it to round 7. So that's fine. I'm actually going to attack into, try to steal an energy from him. Am I? No, because he's probably not going to attack. If I could probably kill him, I might win the game. I only have 3 energy. Then I'm going to do it. That's right. So we'll just do that. Okay, we're going to die. We're going to be in a really bad spot here. Like a really bad spot. So that's just a very good draw for him to get both Ronins and 2 Godas and both Sirius. That's an impossible combo. And now the downside is too is his if his Aqua has 2 cards, which I assume it does, it can kill me. So yeah, my only hope I have here, because what's his highest attack? 140, 120. So I'll do 160 on me. I'll last stand if he attacks me with the Aqua, and that will do a ton of damage on this plant. This is my only hope. He didn't do it. Okay, so he didn't have them. He's gonna Cottontail on his beast. That's okay, because my bird could probably kill both of them. So they're gonna have 5 energy now. Actually, they might even have more. It's a little risky because if he does attack me, I actually will die. If he has 3 cards, which he might. So let's try to go kill this guy. That'll be 250. As long as he doesn't pumpkin, we have a chance. But I think he's gonna pumpkin. He did. So that's game over. I probably should have just used my beast cards. Still probably wouldn't have killed him because that's gonna last stand me. Yep. Alright, that's game over, guys. I don't think there's a way I can win. I just need to be lucky with that. He doesn't pumpkin again. And I need to survive this turn, which I'm probably not going to. No, I'm not going to survive. Alright, so that's a good example where, like, just, you have to know that that's just a bad draw. There's nothing I could do differently. There's no way to have a better draw than that turn. So that's an important thing also to know is that for him to have double Sirius play it, and then to immediately right after have double go to double Ronin, that's an insane combo. So we'll do one more, then we'll call it. But you could know there too as you're looking at it, alright, this is going to be a very tough team for me to beat. Alright, so we have Tri-Spike to worry about. So that guy can do a ton of damage with Tri-Spike and Size. So we have slows there, True Terminator and back, and then we have this Sumo Yam tank in front. So the nice thing is this guy can't do any damage. This guy can, but this guy really can't do anything. I'm going to bet he's not going to Tri-Spike me first turn. He might, but I'm going to bet he's not going to. So I'm actually just going to use one of these to try to get a little bit of energy. So that's fine. Now we also make sure that ours stays faster than his, which is good. Oh, not the best draw again. So now he might try to Tri-Spike. Which, who's the fastest? 43, 39. So for us, the best play here is just to pass. Because again, he can double Sirius me, which is fine. I'll still be at 5 next turn. But I don't want to put up a shield and then he go through and attack my guy. And hopefully I survive. Alright, so he heals. That's fine. And he's going to take 1. Okay, so he had 5 himself. And he just used 2, 3, got 1, 4. So he has 6 this turn, just like us. What's this look like? So if he has 6, he probably can Tri-Spike me if he wants. There's not really a point to that, though. I almost should pass again. No, here's what we're going to do. Oh man, my mech didn't get full shield. No, that's crazy. So he's probably gonna try spike my mech, which kind of sucks actually. Nice thing is he didn't chomp me since I don't have a zero spend, but he did slow me. But it's fine because we're still gonna be walled up enough that we should be good. And so we just used 4 energy there, and we're gonna take one back. He had 6, so he'll be at 3. We're gonna be at 5. And so what you see down here too, if you look at the bottom, like we have 12 cards in the deck left, and there's 8 over here in the burn. So that's just kind of how you can know like when cards are going to be coming back to you when you're looking at the bottom and the right. And we know on the last turn here he had 10, and he used 5, so he's going to have 8 cards himself. So that's another kind of helpful thing to be paying attention to. Again, not really a big point here for me to attack. I think he has 4 energy, we said, so I'm a little nervous about him kind of coming in and attacking me. So I might just throw the Incisor. Oops. Oh, I meant to throw Kestrel. Wrong card. Meant to do Kestrel. Yeah, so he did do it again. That's fine. Kind of thought he might. But I meant to throw Kestrel out there, not that one. So if you throw Carrot here and he attacks you first, he's going to go under the shield, so you're not going to get Carrot's benefit, so don't do that. But you could do Pumpkin, because if he attacks you, your Pumpkin will still trigger. That's just a little tidbit trick to know. The worst thing here is I haven't drawn any mech cards, and so he can probably lag me out with this guy back here, and I only have 3 really bird cards to do any damage. So I got a really bad draw here right now that I can't do a whole lot. There's no real point in me attacking into him. And so I'd imagine he's going to lag. Maybe he actually might lag Terminator me, that's a really smart move because that's going to kill me. Now the only good side there is I didn't have any cards on him. The downside is we're going to lose. There's really no way, again, like this is a good example where, again, there's no real way for me to win this matchup. Okay. So now we have extra cards here. So now you have to know how much shield he can put up. He'll probably put up 115. That's what I'm going to bank on. So we're going to try to play to that 115. It might not, but that's what I'm going to bank on. And then hopefully if we do enough damage and he doesn't kill me, he has to leave me stunned. If he leaves me stunned, he wins the game. If he doesn't leave me stunned, he won't win the game. But we also disabled his lagging there, which is cool. And there's a little bit of hope. We might need a crit here in the next turn to do it. So he did stun me. So that means I'm going to lose because now I have to use 2 energy just to get my attack out. So that's the only other thing that's different. So I need him to under shield, and I need a crit. Oh, we don't have enough energy. Oh, we only have 3. That's right. That's a loss, guys, unfortunately. Yep. Oh, he doesn't have he doesn't have enough. Fuck. Oh, because we disabled the lagging. That's right. He doesn't have any energy. Oh no. We had hope. We actually had chances there too if we had different cards. If I had a 110 card, I could have probably done it. That's all right. Let's just hope for a crit. That's our only real hope. Nope. That's it. GG's. So anyway, so you just okay. So we did really well at the beginning. We saw some losses there. That's the other thing. Don't get discouraged on your losses. They're going to happen. Your rating's going to go up and down. That's totally what happens there too. Time with Reptile with a Snail Shell. Yep, that's a Terminator build. That's pretty normal too. And so we had a chance there to win too because he didn't manage his energy well, and Kestrel disabled his lagging. So if you can disable the lagging early, they have to then use a ton of energy every turn to prevent you from being able to attack out. How much is the additional damage or shield will I get for using a card? 10%? Then the addition is 15% or minus 15% depending on what class I attack. So yeah, it's about it's 15% additional. If you're attacking like a bird is attacking a bird, it'll be about 15% additional damage if you're using 2 bird cards or more. If you're attacking a bird onto a beast, it'll be 30% more. So like a 120 hits for 160. Um, and then if it's uh, and then if you're attacking the opposite one, so if you're attacking the base one, since you'll get the 15% boost for using 2 cards, you'll actually go back down to just the base card number. So like you'll do if it's a 120 card, it'll do 120 damage against that plant or reptile or something like that if it was a bird, and that's kind of how it calcs out. All right, guys, I gotta run. But I just wanted to say thank you guys for a little bit of time and some training. Hopefully this is helpful just to see some kind of higher level play. I know some of you are actually doing really well and getting up there yourself. Uh, Hopefully it helped you see some of your different team comps, how to play them, where to put them. I'm happy to do this again. Just let me know what what you want to cover, anything like that. I am streaming for me tonight and for you tomorrow morning. So in about 12 hours, I'll be actually streaming on Twitch again. So feel free to join there if you want to see some more gameplay or have any questions. Otherwise, good luck out there. If you have any questions though, and with your team or anything like that, put it in the chat. I'm super behind on DMs. I know I owe people some axes. I know I've mentioned a couple times to Dalvith that I need to change his backline. I know you're DM me too, Dalvith. I saw it, but I didn't read it yet. So I have to do some of that today too. I got some actual work things to do too, since I'm not full-time axie yet. But yeah, just wanted to let you know that I have a lot of DMs to catch up on from the weekend. I'll get back to all those and hopefully send you guys some account stuff too. But when you do DM me, just make sure you let me know what number you have at the top. So like what number it is up here at the top. So it should look like, where is it? There's YouTube. It should look like this at the top. Whatever number you are there, just make sure you let me know what number that is so I can if I need to change an axie or check your team out or give you advice, I can do that all there as well. But same thing on the in the chat. If you do a team chat too, just let me know in there what number you are for my scholars because it's a lot easier for me to filter out those. But all right, guys. But appreciate y'all, and we'll talk to you tonight. If not, we'll talk to you tomorrow. All right. Peace. Have a good night, everybody.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.